At 7'2", he was supposed to be the next Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He made milestones at Kentucky and had a promising NBA career ahead of him, but unfortunate choices in his life ruined this career. That's why today we'll be talking about the downfall of Tom Paine. Paine, the eldest among 9 siblings, set an unusual record at birth. He emerged as the longest baby ever delivered at the local hospital. His upbringing emphasized academic pursuits, with his father achieving the rank of Master Sergeant in the United States Army before retiring, and his mother holding a bachelor's degree in biology. Remarkably, his 8 siblings also excelled academically, earning 14 college degrees between them. Despite his towering stature and extraordinary physical abilities, Payne had a late start in basketball. He didn't engage in organized basketball until his sophomore year at Shawnee High School in Louisville, Kentucky. By the time he reached his senior year, he had become one of the most sought after players in the nation, drawing interest from both Kentucky and UCLA. On June 9th, 1969, the high school All American made the decision to sign with Kentucky. Not only was he the tallest player in the school's history, but he also broke new ground by becoming legendary coach Adolph Rupp's first African American player. In college, he would receive comparisons to players like Kareem Abdul Jabbar and even Bill Russell. As he was hailed as the next Kareem Abdul Jabbar, Payne faced several challenges when he first arrived at Kentucky, struggled to adapt to college life. Low entrance test scores barred him from joining the Kentucky freshman team since freshmen were ineligible to participate in varsity basketball games at the time. Instead, he took to the court for an AAU team named Jerry's Restaurant. Determined to overcome his academic hurdles, Payne worked diligently to improve his grades, eventually gaining eligibility to play his sophomore season. During this period, he displayed impressive statistics, averaging 17 points and 10 rebounds per game, earning himself an All Southeastern Conference honors. However, there were concerning incidents that emerged throughout the season. In a game on the road against the Tennessee Volunteers, Payne was involved in a physical altercation with Jim Woodall while battling for a rebound, leading to his ejection following a flagrant foul. The same scenario repeated in a match against Tennessee at Kentucky, resulting in Payne ejection one more time. Additionally, he was ejected from a home game against Alabama for voicing objections to a referee call. Payne's temper was further fueled by racial slurs that were thrown at him by the fans. Fans of Kentucky did not want to see Payne start or even play for that matter. Despite these occasional outbursts, Payne's on-court performance continued to improve as he consistently dominated his opponents. Notable achievements include a 34-point game against the Georgia Bulldogs and 38 against LSU. The future appeared to be bright for Payne, especially after he got 30 points in a game against Auburn, a victory that secured the Southeastern Conference regular season title. During the summer, however, Payne faced several challenges. In August, he was cited by a police officer for speeding while he was in his new Cadillac, a vehicle registered to a Pennsylvania auto dealer. Rumors circulated that the NBA, ABA were showing interest in Payne, and there was some speculation that there was even gifts involved to kind of persuade him to sign to a certain team or a certain league. It was heavily speculated that the car was a gift from the Pittsburgh Condors, an ABA team, as part of an effort to persuade him to apply for the ABA draft. Additionally, Payne had accumulated 9 hours of incomplete grades that needed to be resolved before he could rejoin Kentucky. Given the slim chance of regaining eligibility to play for the upcoming season, Payne decided to leave Kentucky and join 13 other underclassmen in the NBA's inaugural supplemental draft. And for those of you watching this video that might not know what the supplemental hardship draft was, so players who maybe came from poor economic backgrounds, maybe didn't have the best grades, they could apply for this hardship draft. Because at the time, you had to have 4 years of college before you could go to the pros. It's not like the one and done today. A player goes to college for 1 year and then goes to the NBA. It's not like basketball in the 90s where you could get drafted out of high school. These players, they were heavily investigated. They had to have a valid reason why they were going to the NBA early. So, his professional career. Payne was selected by the Atlanta Hawks during the 71-72 season. He averaged 4.1 points in 29 games. Tragically, however, his mother passed away during the season. This would have an effect on him. And in 1972, Payne faced a conviction for rape, leading to a 5-year prison sentence in Georgia. After serving his time in Georgia, Payne encountered another legal ordeal, this time in Kentucky, resulting in a 6-year prison term from a separate rape charge, before he was paroled in 1983, where he would have a brief stint as a boxer, going 2-2. However, in 1986, Payne was once again convicted of rape, this time in California. He was paroled in California in 2000, only to return to prison in Kentucky for a parole violation. He was granted parole once again in January 2019, although in a 2015 interview on WHAS TV, Payne expressed his regret for his past behaviors and claimed to undergone significant personal reform. So that was his entire career, just 29 games. Another wasted potential. He's in the likes of a Reggie Harding, or the list goes on of troubled players. And even boxing, he could have had a promising boxing career if he would have been arrested again. But, there are so many players that they throw their career away. They throw it away when they have every opportunity to create generational wealth for themselves. I know players in his time didn't make the money that they do today, but still, he could have created a better life for himself. He could have had businesses with that money he earned from the NBA. And I think he had the potential. 7'2", 250 pounds. He could have very well been one of the next great centers of that era, but we never get to know because of the actions he made. But let me know what your thoughts are down below on the Tom Paine story, and thanks for watching.